Hey guys, so I know why you clicked on this video and I'm not even gonna waste your time with an intro. We're gonna get right into it and I'm gonna help you make a fall aesthetic, pleasing to the eye home screen for your iPhone using the iOS 14 update. Now I already made a video making this purple home screen yesterday and I'll link that video below, and it was super fun. And it was actually kind of me still learning how to do the home screen stuff. So now this video is gonna be much shorter, much quicker, to the point. So we're gonna get right into it. There's two things you're gonna need to make this home screen, and they're in the App Store. And the first one is Shortcuts by Apple. So there's gonna be ads. You don't want quick open, you don't want push cut, you don't want live wallpaper, you want shortcuts. So this one here with the purple box, pink square, blue square, that's the one you want. You're also gonna want something called widgetsmith. Now widgetsmith makes it so that you can have quotes, you can have pictures, you can have the date, so in different sizes, so the small, medium, which is like a long bar, and a large widget. So this is the one you're gonna want by Cross Forward. And those are the only two things really, that's it. So then to start us off, since I've already made this home screen, I'm gonna start from a blank screen. So I'm just gonna take the time now to delete my widgets and move my bookmarks off, and then we'll start from there. Okay, so now I have a blank screen. These two bookmarks I can't get rid of because they're for work. And then I have my app library. Next thing you're gonna do is, I like to use Pinterest. Preference really, you can honestly just use Safari and search your images, but I'm just gonna pick a fall background. So I'm just gonna type in fall aesthetic. So now I've picked my wallpaper, just something plain, tan, whatever you want it to be. Now the next thing I need to do is pick a bunch of different photos, colors that I'm gonna want on my homepage. So if you want minimalist, you can just pick colors, so tans and oranges and yellows. But if you want like a fall aesthetic, which I'm gonna kind of go for, so I'm gonna find some pictures of leaves, maybe some coffee cups, etc., etc. So now that I have those photos, I'm going to just move them to their own album. So I'm just gonna click on all of these, and already I'm liking those colors. I'm gonna say add to album, new album, we'll say fall, save. That's just gonna make it easier when we're adding photos to our icons to find the photos. So next I'm looking at my home screen, and I wanna start by building what widgets I want on there, which is where you're gonna use widgetsmith. So when you've downloaded it, you're gonna open it up, just a black box with a blue box inside of it. And you can see some old widgets that I've already made. So I'm actually just gonna get rid of them just to show you how to start fresh. Get rid of all these. So you have options between small, medium, and large. Now large actually takes up almost half of your phone. So I use those for different pages. So like reminders. We're gonna be using the small and medium widgets. So to start a new widget, you're gonna go add small widget, and it's just gonna make a random one. So you're gonna click that one. It's just gonna give you the default of a calendar. So go ahead and click that default widget, and now you have all of your different options. So you have time, you have date, you have custom, which is where you can add photos to your home screen, or text. You can do calendar, you can do reminders, you can do all sorts of things. So starting off for us, I know that I'm going to want, let's think, the time. I'm definitely gonna want the time nice and clear, because sometimes the little time in the upper left is kind of small. And then we're gonna wanna pick our font. So for me, fall, I'm thinking New York. So we're gonna do New York font and our tint color. Now we know that we have a bunch of oranges, tans, maybe a little bit of green and grays. So I'm actually gonna go with a gray theme here for my widget, and we can always change this. I'm just gonna make it a nice, let's do a light gray on a dark gray. And then time format, system setting. I like that one. I also like short AM, PM. Yeah, let's do that one because it makes the numbers a little bigger. So we're gonna go back, and now to make this easier in the future, please rename your widgets. So instead of small one, have this say time. Because when we make a bunch of widgets, it's gonna be hard to find them. So let's just make another one while we're at it. Another small one, we might want a photo. So we're gonna add a photo and we're gonna say selected photos. So now this is where you're gonna choose photo from an album and then you have your fall album. So that's how it makes it much easier to find those. So maybe we're gonna want some small pumpkins and then we'll rename it to small pumpkin, save. So we got 2 small widgets there. Let's make a medium one. Let's add one more medium widget and let's make it a photo. Now we're looking good. So now let's go to our home screen and let's start building things. I can already tell that the background I chose isn't really gonna fly. To add your widgets to your home screen, you're gonna long press and you're gonna press the plus sign in the upper left-hand corner. And now this is gonna have your automatic widgets, so things that Apple suggests for you. But if you scroll all the way down, you should have your widgetsmith app. And now you're gonna pick, do you wanna put your small one up there, your medium one up there, or your large one? And now at the top, I'm gonna want my calendar. So I'm gonna click medium. I'm gonna say add widget. Now, if you click the medium, it's gonna give you the choice between whatever widgets you made. Now we made 2 medium widgets, so we're gonna have to pick which is where we thankfully named them. So we're gonna pick the calendar one and click out of there and say done. Boom, you got your calendar on there. So now I'm gonna think, what else am I gonna want on this home screen? So I'm gonna hold down plus, go down to my widget. So it's actually right here because it's now suggesting it. I'm gonna add a small widget and I'm gonna want it to be my time. Done. So now we have our time, we have our date. Let's add another one. And let's add that small photo of the pumpkins. Small, add widget, click, make sure it's small pumpkins, done. So now that brings us to the shortcuts. So now to use this app, open up the app and you see that I've already made a bunch of shortcuts. So I've made shortcuts for calling somebody. I've made clock, Gmail, work email, TikTok, Insta, onsite, which is for my job, camera, and messages. So let's just start with how I even did that. So if you want to make a new shortcut, you're going to go to this plus sign in the upper right corner and you're going to add an action. Now for it to be where you click the picture and it takes you to an app, you're going to want to say scripting. Because if you do the apps, it does a specific action in that app. So how I made a button to automatically call my boyfriend, I would go to the apps, phone, now I can pick which one to call. But we just wanted to open the app. So we're gonna go to scripting and here's the option to open app. And you're gonna pick what app you want it to open. So say you want it to open your photos. So let's scroll down and I need to make a button to open my photos. Now, to make this on your home screen, you're just gonna click these 3 dots and you're gonna give it a name. So you're gonna say shortcut name, photos, and you're gonna say add to home screen. So now you can pick that photo you want it to be. So you can go to choose photo and here's where your fall photos pop up. You can pick a random one, choose. Again, the name is gonna be photos, add. So when you're done, it says added to home screen and now you see it right there. So let me take the time now to add the main keys that I'm gonna want. Okay, so now I have my 4 buttons that I wanted. So I'm just gonna drag them to my front screen. So now I've got my 4 shortcuts. I have my calendar, I have my time, and I have a photo. So now let's just arrange these the way we want them. So what I think would look best is if we had 4 more apps on here, because right now it's just that blank space and I don't wanna fill it with another photo. So I'm gonna pick 4 more apps to make shortcuts for. So now let's move this widget just over. And now we have a nice 4 boxes, big box, big box. So now we have our home screen looking good. Let's add a few photos and widgets on this second screen. yeah, that's it. We're done. There's our home screen. We got our widgets, photos, some photos here. Let me know if you want to see a different aesthetic or if you want me to go more in depth. I have loved making these videos. I want to make a bunch more. This is seriously my favorite pastime. It's just editing my home screen. Well, if you liked this video, if you thought it was helpful, give me a comment. I love reading everybody's comments. Give it a like, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.